Time has arrived to discover my 5 everyday carry fountain pens. Hey guys, fellas, I'm Naldi and we are here at Style of Zug. So today I'm going to show you the 5 fountain pens that I carry with me on a daily basis. There's no better way to do that than now that I have purchased my very own Mont Blanc sartorial 5 pen pouch. We already sold 15 pieces of this beautiful 5 pen pouch. I'm ordering more. There is more coming because it's really something so cool to carry around, and the cool thing about writing instrument is that they don't take too much space, and having such a nice pen pouch gives you really the chance to still carry with you a nice amount of writing instrument when you're going around and you have meetings and you have your backpack or your bag, and then you know that you have 5 faithful companion always with you. Now it's all about showing you the 5 pieces that I use every day. These are the pens that I take with me, but I'm also gonna give you a bit of a hint about the next pens that I'm looking to purchase. One of the pens that I always use, you know about that by now, is the wonderful Otto Hutt Design 08. And I'm also gonna tell you how each single writing instrument makes me feel and why do I take this specific 5 writing instrument. The Design 08 for me is, in terms of conceptualization, of weight, of a haptic also, so holding the pen for me feels powerful. So it's one of the pens that I have most in my hand whenever I'm in a meeting, I'm conversating with someone, or I just want to feel something powerful while I'm thinking about something. For example, I have the Design 08. Plus, it's such a great writer, really. It writes like a dream, and this makes it, really one of my absolute favorite writing instrument. I usually have this one filled with a Garnet red from Graf from Faber-Castell, so this has really become my writing instrument with a red ink inside. The next piece, I've also shown you this one already. It's the Sailor King of Pen. For me, there's no way that I don't have a Sailor King of Pen with me, because whenever there is something that needs to be written down quickly, I need to be fast, I need to be sure that it works, I have my Design 08 for that, but I also have my King of Pen. And what I love about the King of Pen is the flexibility in writing. So whenever I'm writing something a bit more on purpose, a bit more seriously, then I'm most probably gonna do it with my King of Pen. Because when the nib touches the paper, with the Sailor, it's just something else. So it's really like, I feel more. There's this scratch. You don't want me to call it feedback. I'm gonna call it scratch now, but it's a feedback. It really feels like the katana of a samurai, and therefore this power, this sensation really are all inside my body when I'm writing with it. Yeah, you might think, okay, this is just crazy, but this is how writing with a fountain pen feels like. For the one of you who are huge writer, I'm sure you're gonna agree with me. You're gonna let me know down in the comments. For the ones that are not into fountain pens yet, trust me, when you start writing with a fountain pen, it's just something else. You're gonna love it, and most probably you will not want to go back to anything else than a fountain pen, even if there are, things like a rollerball, which always makes sense. Right now, I'm not carrying a rollerball too much because I don't have a reason. I'm always whether home or I come here to the store or I go in a meeting around here. Probably if I'm traveling, I'm going to Hamburg tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably, I'm going to Hamburg today. I'm in Hamburg right now while you're watching this. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna take one fountain pen, one rollerball, and maybe even a ballpoint with me. And not the 5 pen patch, but I'm gonna take my Visconti pen patch, because there's no sense about taking 5 writing instruments with me to Hamburg. I have to go through the airport. There's also an ideal and a reason why I would do so, to go around with a 5 pen pouch. When I'm in a safe space, I go around with 5 pen pouch because the stuff I have with me is always with me. If I'm traveling, I wanna be a bit more safe. I have 3 fountain pens with me. And one that I'm surely not gonna take with me when I'm traveling, because I will never want to lose it, is this wonderful Aztec, the pen of the year of Graf from Faber-Castell. This writing instrument represents so much because it has been the writing instrument I used to sign my first financing round. So it has been the writing instrument that marked one of the most important steps in my entrepreneurial journey. So I have this writing instrument with me whenever I know that it's safe and that nothing is gonna happen and that I'm not gonna lose it. I love the shape of the cap, I love the weight of it, I love the understatement but detail kind of touch that this writing instrument has. For me, it's simply a writing instrument that represents too much. Writes very well, quite wet and broad. It's a medium nib, but it has quite a broad kind of sensation when writing. I truly love it, and whenever I need to write down something a bit more powerful or I need to sign, that's definitely the writing instrument that I'm gonna go for. So these three writing instruments were all medium nibs, but each single one performs completely different. That's what I love about it. In the Sailor, I have a Shin Ryoku ink, so green. In the Aztecs, I have, I think, like a petrol of Mont Blanc. Then another piece that I really love is this one that I had the chance to do from the configurator of Monte Grappa. I love this ivory celluloid, the depth of this material, the idea that this material is not gonna be around for a long time. Therefore, we truly are holding something extremely valuable in our hands. The piston knob that I could decide with this wonderful cashmere floral kind of details. This one is a fine nib, metal trims in sterling silver, therefore they age over time. This one has less ink flow, but you know, it's a fine, so whenever I need to write something more precise, then I have my Monte Grappa. It does write very well, it has a great writing performance, doesn't skip, doesn't have a hard start. I don't know why, I never have problem with my writing instruments, to be honest. Like, you know, it happens that I have customers who have problems with the writing instruments. I have the sensation that I adapt my writing style to my writing instrument. So it's almost like I'm listening to my writing instrument and I am very well understanding how they want to touch the paper. And therefore, I truly, like it happened with some Marlene that I had some hard starts, but with these writing instruments, I never ever have a problem. And another of those pieces that I absolutely have no problem with is this Dolce Vita. And the Dolce Vita for me has a meaning because it's one of those writing instruments that really remind me of my younger age when my parents were distributing Delta in all of Switzerland. This writing instrument was so recognizable. So I think all my cousins and aunts and uncles have one Dolce Vita in their collection, whether it's a ballpoint, a rollerball, or a fountain pen, but mostly ballpoint and rollerball. And so the Dolce Vita is very important for that. Plus, I'm super happy to support Nino Marino because I'm so happy that he's back in business and he's been doing a terrific job. And I mean, it has an oversized nib, 18 karat. It's a fine again, but it writes so well. It has an ebonite feed, just like the Monte Grappa Extra that I did. Never skips a beat. It's a fine nib, but a great ink flow. So very happy to have this. Now, obviously, there are a few pens that I'm also looking to purchase. One is the 149 of the Origin collection. I want an F-nibbed one, but the first pieces I'm actually getting in around 10 days, finally. And so I'm not gonna be able to take them for me. I have seen the first one I'm getting are all medium nibs. Then another one that I'm surely gonna buy for myself is the Caran d'Ache Terre d'Ombre. That's, I've already talked to Caran d'Ache and said, okay, you need to make sure to put one on the side for me because I don't wanna miss out on that one. The thing is, I cannot invest in my business in pens and then privately also everything in pens. So it's a passion, I love it, but I'm already fully invested in pens. So I also have a life to manage. Say that, I'm still gonna always find the right writing instrument for my own collection. The Scribo, I love it. I'm actually probably gonna take another one. I'm thinking about the Due Sorelle of the new Ebonite collection. I love it because it's Ebonite. I love Scribo, by the way. I love the direction they're doing. Another writing instrument I might wanna make sure to get is the Magnum of Graf and Faber-Castell. And I also really love the new Caran d'Ache Varius Edelweiss. Very nice piece. So now you know which pens I'm carrying with me. This always changes, but you can see there are a few which I never change, and I'm very close to these pieces. So this also gives you a bit of an idea how much I talk about these pieces, why I talk so much about these pieces, and you know, I represented myself because I tried thousands and thousands of pens in the last 14 years that I'm in the writing instrument industry, and I think I have experienced quite a few things. So let me know down in the comments which are your everyday carry. I can't wait to read from you. I'm gonna answer to each single message that you write on YouTube. If you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I mean, you won't miss out on any future content that is coming up. And at this stage, I thank you so much for watching, and don't forget that together we are changing the game.